Hello. Hello. We've got myself, Nuxel, and Jay Beto on the cast right now.
Hi,
We'll be casting the Jack Masters?
Boston's.
Oh, the Jack Masters. The Jack Martins versus the
Huh?
Corrupted Crusaders. I'm keen to see this. I'm keen to watch this game. I want to see some solo kills. I want to
Yeah,
see
some
some
heightened tensions. Jack Martin's recently poaching their mid laner back off Corrupted Crusaders after kicking him
yoink.
at the beginning of of the season. So tensions running high. I think they also poached their support for a bit, but didn't end up happening. That support has been MIA for a couple of weeks. So, but Nuxel, your first cast. Does it
First
feel
cast. I'm feeling good, man.
good?
I'm feeling good. We don't know the outcomes to these games, so
I don't know.
I'm keen. I am very keen. I want
That's
to see
something you
some.
might say. Yeah, Beto, you're on that team. And I would say, not for this game, I wasn't.
No, Mans was in New Zealand.
Yeah, I was vibing it out. I was cutting up the slopes. You know, some would call me a professional. Others would say I'd never snowboarded before. But you know,
Hell yeah. Nah,
do we
snowboarding's
have
cool.
do we have the teams? There we go. All right.
Let's
So
go. So we've
yeah,
got
Jack.
Mr. Adlers filling in for the Jack Martin here in solo. I think that's the
Mm,
only thing different here, as
yeah,
far as I know. So he was
Hardy
obviously,
coming back from a little interim period on a different team.
yep, going
Uh,
back to the old screenshot of this
yeah,
of
yeah.
this.
This ever changing team. I bet
Yeah.
that's fun for the admins.
Poor gangster sexy, but it's
I know.
okay.
Unfortunately,
He
Jack Martin wasn't here though. If Jack Martin was here, this would be a clean 2-0 victory, no questions asked. But
all
what?
right, all right.
Yeah,
Let's see how this goes because Atlas is a pretty good player. You can't dog on
he's
that.
not a Jack Martin though. That's it's not nothing about being a good player or not. He's not a Jack Martin.
That's true. That's true. I
So
mean that is the name of the team. They didn't
yeah,
have
I
their
mean,
team
come on.
mascot.
Yeah,
I've been told that that's your face on the
yeah, yeah.
Hercules
That
there.
that's not Hercules.
Definitely.
That's actually me.
That's you, yeah. I think Gangster Sexy drew that, like,
Yeah,
while
I
you were
sent him a
standing
photo.
there.
I was
Yeah.
posing. Yeah, came over to his place. I posed. It was awesome. I also
Hell
have
yeah.
pants that have Martin on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, underwear.
No,
Yeah.
I've seen them. It was
Sorry.
what? No,
Huh?
anyways.
Anyway, on to the next team.
Yeah, yeah, we'll have a look at the Crusaders here.
I
Um,
think we just saw Moxie, if I cannot remember correctly. I believe
did we?
Moxie was just on the team that we just watched play. Is
Oh,
that
what?
correct?
I was not paying attention, I'll be honest.
Pretty sure
But
he was subbing for BGF.
we got your Bartman. You know, everyone hypes up the Bartman ADC. We'll see some maybe some Hachiman played today,
It
maybe
is a
some Rom.
Botchman meta, obviously.
When isn't fucking ADC, man?
Whenever
Anyways,
X-Ball, Hachi are not in the conversation.
we've got that deleting Dagnet kind of
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Quite a while of synergy there.
synergy there. So you know, like you can't discount this team by any means.
Of course
I
not.
didn't know Goliath was a sub. I thought he was the coach, but no, you can't discredit this team. They haven't shown the best performance in terms of wins these seasons, but you know,
Yeah,
but
they did get a nuclear bomb dropped in their roster. Uh,
a couple
unfortunate.
times.
Yeah, a couple of times. Definitely don't know who sent those nukes over, but
Not who knows, but we got Asimo in the mid now, so
yeah.
we'll see how that sort of plans out. I'm keen to see these games. I'm ready to see some P's and B's if we're ready for that.
Mm. I'm just
Um,
sipping some water. I'm also gonna
sipping
lube
some
up the
water.
throat. Sorry?
Sipping some water.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How do you feel your team? I mean, I don't know if this is right to comment on this right now, but how do you feel your team's sort of going right now?
If
Had a few
50% of their bans are against Terra?
Hachiman ban, of course. That's a target ban,
Wow, okay,
surely,
I'm
right,
surprised.
guys?
Yeah, 83% Marty against this is cool, I did not know, of these, but yeah, cool to see. Yeah, Hachi ban. I'm surprised. Like, I think that Furin can play a Hachi, but I guess they're not willing to give it over. They don't really want to like maybe it's just annoying to play against. I don't really think you need to ban a Hachi. I think that there are things around it. Like he gets pretty fucked on by walls.
Yeah.
It's not like a insta top pick win the game. And Marty Band too.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, we got to consider like there are some great picks right now that I think kind of puts you in a bit of a rough position as a first pick, in the sense that like you ban what you can, you pick, try prioritize that god, but like you could throw back the 1-2 on the second pick and really sort of mess things around. Wow. Okay. Is this a Jablanque ban? Marty Jablanque. Interesting.
Triple ADC ban. Well, you can obviously see where the Jack Martin's priority bans are going towards.
Leaving the RAM open though, that's interesting. We got the
Guys,
Emoja ban.
Rav has been with 33% of times against Crusaders. Also, Vamana for my team. I'm just shocked. I liked seeing these, but I'm very surprised. Yeah, but look, I think
It is
giving
time
over
for some
Baba Yaga first pick
fireworks!
is criminal. I think it's criminal. I think that like
It's so
not
strong.
haven't been like I've been not playing for like 2 weeks now. But I still think Baba Yaga is probably still crazy. I know the other thing is well, it's like it's such a safe pick. Like the ult is really hard to kill. Like it requires you to play around the fact that they have a Baba Yaga.
Yeah. So much zoning, like for sieges, so much zoning in the jungle fight. And obviously you've got that
You
prophetic
are
cloak. It's
finished!
such a safe character. But we do see that Achilles, which can mess up the Baba
Mm,
Yaga.
yeah, it can.
Things like the
Like
the
you're at the
the
shield.
execute. And especially with the rum, we know that's Botman likes the
I will
rum.
leave standing
And
no
you can
barrier
definitely
to our
kill a
success.
Barber pretty quickly if you have the right focus with the Achilles. And
That's really funny. I saw the Ganesh and I was like, "Damn, this is
The
like a team comp
war
my comp
returns
would
to
like
this
my team would
land.
do," and then I realized that it is my team.
damn.
Yeah, the tier coming through. I don't know if it had to come through here, but I guess like if you wanted to wait for like 2 counter picks,
May your
I don't think the
burdens
tier
not
is
hold
like
you back.
good or bad into the Achilles because like he can
Yeah.
cancel your dash, but like it doesn't really matter. And if you don't aren't getting stunned, like the wave clear is pretty even. Like both have a heal, like they're probably not killing each other anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those
Um,
things. I mean, the Ganesh is an amazing pick, but it leaves both your ADC and your jungle open for some interesting picks. Yeah, definitely a Kali ban. That's good. I feel like I mean, they didn't have their support picked yet, but you probably could have top 3'd the Kali and felt pretty all right. Yorm being
why
open for sure.
Yorm? Are they gambling against Achilles jungle?
I suppose so. That'd be interesting. They
Or
can flex
mid?
that. Maybe they just don't want to risk it. Yorm
Yeah,
being quite
maybe.
quite
I guess it's the tier. I would say it's probably the tier because once the tier gets locked in, maybe you're like, okay, they could just swap Achilles into jungle and pick the Yorm, and then solo lane just loses. I don't. It's look, it's an awful matchup, but like having a couple level lead in solo is not the game over.
What you being a solo laner, could you have picked the Yorm instead of the tier? Like you look at like the Atlas. I guess the Achilles kind of just messes
Achilles
you
is
up
not
though.
bad into Yorm, yeah.
Warriors, to
Yeah,
battle!
got the Anha. That's
Achilles is
coming out in
actually
the mid
really
lane.
good of a god. The only reason that he's not like ever played is because his late game is kind of weak.
Yeah,
I've got my eye on you.
Because he has a double cast ability and he just has a stun and then you have to dash to like use it. Your ult is not really usable either until like they're executable. But
mm.
into characters like Baba Yaga or like Cthulhu, Yorm, he does get value because the fight becomes killing him. Yeah, on her mid is cool. It could be Rama mid, but I guess it could go either way.
Yeah, it definitely could go either way.
You
Like
can't
we've
escape
seen
my
Okay.
in
Okay,
OCL. Yeah,
Cloud. Okay,
Arachne is
Cloud.
interesting there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
man.
don't know how much I like that, but we'll see how it plays out. The Hades hover.
I can just imagine him. He's like, bro, it's good here, bro. It's good here. Let me pick that Arachne, bro. And now I'm a bit confused. It probably is going to be Achilles jungle, but like, okay, Achilles jungle into Arachne. Like, I guess you can like stun her out of her animations, but she only needs. It's not like she has a channeled ability. She has 3 stacks of her 1 or her 3 or whatever it is to get the stun. Hades into tier is pretty shit because he doesn't. He can just 1 out of your ult.
Yeah. Yeah,
He can
definitely.
Hades can silence tier like Kit, but oh it's never mind.
Hades
Nixel.
jungle.
Duh, obviously. Why
Oh,
didn't we think about that?
You know, it's me, first time cast. I should have just guessed that.
I
Like,
should have
that's
guessed it was Hades jungle.
my bad, my bad.
Duh,
That's interesting. Just
obviously.
looking at like if just looking at these teams in terms of team comps, who do you think sort of wins out with that? Like I think personally the Jack Martin's team comp,
Yeah.
in terms of meta picks looks amazing. The Arachne is a little bit interesting. We'll see how that plays out, but the rest feels really good.
Yeah, I'm not too like sure what he's for. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't know if it's good necessarily into Rama or whatever. That's really unfortunate that last Spiders didn't go off. But yeah, other than the Arachne, like Tyr, Baba Yaga, Ganesh is pretty strong. Especially like Tyr on his own can really create space for the Baba Yaga to just kind of do whatever she wants, because Tyr's a weird dive character because he displaces. He doesn't have any like lockdown.
Yeah, well, that's
a wall.
That's the awkward thing as well. Like you're looking at the Tyr, and then you've got like Huyi ults, and like the Barber and stuff.
You
It
kind of push
is
it out of everything. Like you push it out of pillars, you push it out of Ganesh Silence.
Yeah, and you've got an Arachne as well. Like you kind of don't want that displacement as much.
Yeah.
So the Atlas getting a pull onto Nan, a little bit of poke onto there, half health onto Nan, maybe playing a little bit too far up. They probably just could have gone straight back.
He has Watcher's Gift, or whatever it's called, Sentinel's Gift.
He'll heal that up. He's got lots of health pots as well. Taking a look here in mid lane, we see just kind of standard textbook mid stuff. Maybe the Arachne getting to play a little bit further up than you probably would have hoped for. But yeah, we see obviously aggression here in the left lane going straight to that XP buff as the left wave pushes.
Hopefully, yeah, it looks like we're just getting a mid camp split. Nothing incredibly interesting going on in mid.
I did expect to see that the Gilded Arrow on the Hou-Yi with the Ganesh, which just feels amazing.
Yeah, true.
As long as one of you is getting those last hits, then you know you're getting that extra gold. You're feeling good.
Yeah, playing into.
Okay.
Nice.
Unfortunate.
I think the Arachne just walked in, like, just blinked. He got the stun off. Yeah, he blinked, and Achilles, like, pre-5 doesn't have, like, any disengage. He has no CC immunity either.
It's just sort of classic, we go to the XP buff, we got right mids, let's see if we can do anything in right, and yeah, I'm assuming Moxie just used his 3 on the wave, and it's not much you
that's
can really do.
That's what you're clearing with, so... I cannot imagine playing into Atlas Rama is any fun at all.
No, I mean, when are you ever getting, you know, the clear over them? Massive freaking Atlas one. And, oh my gosh! Not coming out on low health, but we see Cloud hovering over. Don't know if there's too much that can happen.
He just ganked solo. I'm coming, boys.
He's coming, he's looking at that Atlas, he's just gonna run away, and it's just gonna be a disengage. You've got camps coming up.
It's not bad to just like help alleviate pressure. Now this is a bit risky, like, you don't really know where the jungler is. I guess it is Hades pre-5, I guess you're not too worried about it, but
yeah.
Mid-camps, soloing mid-camps with no wards can be risky.
Might have seen the Hades crossover to left as well.
And maybe he did. If you are able to solo those mids though, it is so much XP.
It's amazing. You get pretty low, but I mean, if you're like a Baba Yaga and you got all your abilities, you're feeling pretty good.
Still got another pot as well.
We see Hades has ticked over to 5. We've got the Barber on 5 and got the Tyr on 5 right now. Tyr not doing too much with that, but
he's
like,
an alt leveler.
We might see something with that Hades if we can catch someone out. Really, the only person I can imagine is if we can look for that Arachne pre-ult. You know, no beats. We've got that blink. But I imagine she's hitting 5 here off these camps. Yeah, there you go. But we do see a level lead here with deleting. That's feeling nice. Yeah, Tyr has to disengage. That's his ult. That's a deleting gank. I mean, it's one of those things where
Hades ult doesn't get forced either.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's one of those things where you could have waited that out, but Tyr was pretty low. I'm pretty sure at the time. You don't really want to risk that. Hades does do a bit of damage, but he hasn't backed for his power spike yet. But we'll see what happens.
Breastplate, so not even that amazing of a gank. Like forcing him out.
But that's going to be an Atlas kill. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's sick. They could probably get the Bachi man here, but he might play it well.
You need to be careful. He does still have ult, and he does a lot of damage.
Well, this is risky.
For his... Oh.
I don't think you risk that. Too much could go bad.
They are. They're risking it. I'm in. I'm in.
Oh no!
Oh.
Where's my Bartman Cloudman? Well, I mean, he played that
Yeesh.
smart. He didn't dash aggressively on that Ganesh. He just tried to use his ult, poke him out when he could, use that ult, see if he could kill him. Unfortunate. Now he's got that wave
If
aggression.
that arrow hit, he's dead. Or he has the beads.
Yeah, and now he can play
Cripple.
aggressive here now, which is nice. We know that
Yeah,
they know that
definitely
the
could have
Arachne's mid.
shoved with the Ganesh and then backed. But yeah, I think that ult, that combo between the backline, as like we were talking about it before with the tier, but it was more of like a tier focus. That ult combo with the backline, like Baba Hu Yi Ganesh, is so strong. That was so much damage into the
Yeah.
Atlas because you can body block Atlas dash too. I feel like the game plan in this team comp is just like kill Achilles or like catch out the Atlas because neither of them can really get away.
Yeah. I mean, the Ganesh is just always feeling great there. Like, her silence just messes up Atlas so hard. But that is rough, and that's going to be not dead. I don't think
What a
he needed the
pull.
leading ult there. I think Azamo just kind of secured that when he 2'd the Ganesh into tower.
Get into tower.
Bit of a
But
bit
it
of
was
an
the only ult they
overkill,
used,
but
so
interesting start from the deleting jungle here, going straight into the Typhons, not really considering the bang cross, which I feel like for me it's more worth, especially in that early game. But I don't know, it's fine. Like, you're looking to just get your core items on anyways. What do you think Corrupted Crusaders need to look for here? We sort of identified the Jack Martins, looking out for their tanks in the early. I feel like if they're looking for the Hades as well, I mean, we just saw. I mean, the Hades can be pretty slippery, being able to dash over walls, but he just used his ult, and just kind of wasted it. So he's definitely someone that they could look at here if they can catch him out. Getting a bit aggressive here on mid camps, but they're looking like they're just going to disengage, even though they had a bit of a. Oh no, that was there as well.
So Baba Yaga Ganesh is really good late game, but and Hades is good early game. Other than that, I think the Corrupted Crusaders late game is just incredibly strong. Like Atlas double ADC on objectives, like in objective fights, is just actually unbeatable.
For sure. And you do, the nice thing with Anher is you do have, more secure over your standard hunters that you usually see. So you have that burn, but you also can secure it. Azamo ulting out here, we're going into the mid lane fight. Seeing the Azamo jump away.
Any Baba Yaga ulters? Any house? I think he's dead if you house there.
Possibly,
Oh.
yeah.
That's
Unfortunate.
rough.
That's going to be a wasted ult. Wonder if he ulted earlier.
He probably dies if he
There's
doesn't.
kills there anyways, so playing it
It
smart.
may be.
Playing it a bit aggressive, but trying not to get caught out. Amazing silence just to peel for there. But Cloud's going in. At least he's got his ult back, and that's just a disengage with our ults. Are they going back in? Ooh, they're looking for deleting. Cloud's going in, and that's a kill onto Cloud. No, and Cardi secures that trade back onto deleting, and that's Cardi's beads. That's actually really nice. Cardi with no ult for another.
A great fight from Crusaders as well.
Yeah, that feels great. Still a K down, unfortunately, or just under a K for Crusaders, but getting an amazing fight. Not much you can really look for here. Right camp's up. Just get a bit aggressive here on terms of getting your map presence up, because if you're just going in on that kind of by yourself 1 HP on an Arachne, it's that's gonna be the outcome. But luckily Cardi was there to trade out, deleting there. Lots of ults used.
I actually kind of think that the team fights from these two teams kind of look similar. In this game, I'm not too fond of the Achilles Hades Hades diving with Achilles into Baba Yaga Hu Yi. I just don't think it does anything. I feel like
gonna get on to Bachiman here. Bachiman does have ult.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
So
Unlucky.
wasting his beads. Interesting.
Yeah, nice. Good job. That's a big pull.
I don't think he
Look for
needed to
a
do
gold.
that, but I suppose.
They are all around mid. They're pathing towards it. Maybe just a green buff. Yeah, I think that the late game fight from Crusaders is literally just Atlas stand at the front, pull into double ADC, just insta kill, and who is stepping up to that? Like Ganesh dies. Honestly, like if you can get the silence off, like maybe it's good. But like if you could just do the same thing with Achilles, just cool, the silence is down. Now Achilles swaps spots and Achilles walks up for a stun.
Yeah, I think what the Crusaders need to do here, like they've fallen a bit far behind just cause, like, nothing in particular. They've had some good fights go their way. But they really just need to sort of run this game, even from not. I mean, I wouldn't call this behind by any means, but they really need to take the initiative and be proactive here. Otherwise, I think it's going to be rough for them eventually, especially when that Barber sort of gets her defense online and everything like that. But I mean, she's pretty safe anyways. I'm getting pulled here. We got 2 minutes 10 seconds until that beacon fight. Not really much to be looked at here.
Nah, nothing really.
Just doing waves.
I think the solo laners could make quite a big of an impact. Oh, hold on.
That should be. Oh my god! And that is a.
Missed!
No way!
Shoot him,
What are you
Furin!
doing?
Oh,
And Cloud's
my
coming
God.
in. That should. Oh, that's the bees on deleting. Will that be a kill?
Get one back in!
Come on, hit your autos! Oh, he's going back
Please.
in. Nah, he can't do that. That is
What was that?
unfortunate. Interesting build coming out here. I just saw from Cloud going in the oboe straight into hastened. Not a lot of power coming out from that. You know, your traditional golden blades coming out, but really you're only getting 25 power, I believe it is, from hastened, and then about 10 or 15 from I.
Yeah, I think like that. I like the build.
I think
Maybe I
in
don't like the
theory
hastened,
it's
but
cool.
yeah,
Like
if you
having
have,
the
like,
tier
any
2
more power,
oboe
that's
for
a
clear.
kill.
But like,
You know what?
yeah.
No, that's not true. He needs the movement speed to get there. That's the tech.
He just has his 3 though. Like,
To make that rotation, the movement speed from hastened.
I
Base
see.
movement speed. No, but that's criminal that that Furin actually not only lives but gets a kill there.
Yeah, that is nuts. I wonder if the one killed or if it was the actual double bounce, because I feel like it would have been close. I can't remember specifically Bachiman's health there, but I'm
Build
pretty
from Bachiman.
sure.
Decides he doesn't want any good stats early. Opting to just
Yeah.
not have pressure and clear. Interesting
Yeah.
decision.
Especially on a ROM. Like, you have amazing clear there. Like,
know.
I don't see the point.
I get the point because like Anho has Xe. Just
You just
go
go into
double
Kins.
Xe. Just go
Or
double Xe.
double Xe, yeah. I mean, you should be getting that anyways, I feel like.
Just have one of you get the heavy Xe.
Yeah.
One who's...
Or the heavy Xe. No, surely. Anyways, we're going into the beacon fight here. Looks like Crusaders are a little bit more grouped, and they're getting some aggression here onto Cloud. Cloud having to ult away, and they're looking like they're all around the beacon fight. This should be secured for them, but Nan ulting in, and that's a tier ult, pulling deleting in. Oh, amazing tier ult, and that's going to be Adler's killing deleting there. Cardi dead to Moxie. It's going a bit evenly here. You see Ram ulting right now and killing both Adlars and Nan. That should be Nan dead. But Cloud coming back in. Ooh, diving the tower. Furin getting that kill, but it looks like it's going the way of Crusaders for that
Moxie
beacon.
triple kill. I was
Seeing
so
if they can
confused
catch up.
about what was happening there for a bit.
It got a bit
Furin.
funky, but that should be Furin dead. I'd be so surprised if that's not, but
Hang on.
Bashman taking so much damage. Oh, okay. Holy crap. Bashman finally getting that kill that he should have gotten before. So we're looking a bit more even now. XP diff now going to the Crusaders, which would
Yeah,
be
quite a
starting to
bit.
feel a lot nicer. Only about a 400 gold lead for the Jack Martins, but I wonder if they're going to be transferring this this aggression back into anything. No ults up at all for the Jack Martins, and we've got a deleting ult, which could lead to something, but I mean, the Crusaders have to play around that, and it looks like at the moment they're sort of having a bit of a group in mid. Pyro coming up. They have a ward on the Gold Fury, so they might be able to do this, but Bachiman's still staying in left. Same with sort of the passive Adler's looking for a mid fight here to maybe get an objective off of it.
Oh,
I don't know if
Cardi's
that's
beads.
too-
That was Cardi beads.
Oh, wait.
That was good.
Oh, okay. Deleting, ulting down. That should be a kill, and they should be able to get an objective off this. I'd be very surprised if they don't. Where
That's
did they
like,
go,
guys,
though?
what's going on? What happened?
I didn't
I'm
see.
here.
Did Cardi beads the
He
pull?
beads the pull during his dash.
Okay, so
You see it's on cooldown, and he went golden during his dash.
So,
Yeah,
Barber Dash is knockup immune.
It's knockup, I mean, yeah, I'm aware.
Okay, that's interesting. I feel like, to be fair, Dagnit should have just 2'd the Ganesh, and that you maybe don't have to waste the deleting ult. But, I mean, you get Cardi beads regardless, but it looks like they're not turning that into anything. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. With no rotations from their team, they got a kill in mid. They were still healthy. That could have been an easy pyro from them. They even had Oris on the Gold Fury, but yeah, gold evening out, only about a 200 gold lead. I'm imagining XP is still even for the Crusaders.
Kills right where they should be. They shouldn't move for the rest of the game. But yeah, it's interesting that like I don't think it's bad because like I said, Corrupted Crusaders double ADC is scaling really hard, and Atlas Salt as well, just going to get better and better as the game goes. But they're not even trying really to force these objectives. You don't have to like do them. You can just like walk around and ask a question. You're winning the fights on a comp that I said was better late game. Good blink.
You got a deleting rotating to this. That's Cloud blink down. Does anything happen off of this? Oh,
oh my god.
Oh, Butcherman finally hits his ult. That oh come on, Butcherman, kill him! Yes, let's go. That's what I want to see.
Double kill for Butcherman. Unfortunately, Cloud's just so underleveled compared to Butcherman right now. Just jungle, absolutely bad role apparently. Like it's really unfortunate. Like what do? You know, he's a good silence. Do you get the cooldown back if you silence that ability? I think you do.
Does Ganesh get? Oh, sorry, Atlas get the cooldown?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you in all honesty. Oh my
if
god!
He's
you get 3 Manticore fucking ticks from one tier.
No, it's tier 1 and 2. 2 because he hits them twice. Sense. 1, 2, and then the second hit of that's that 3. Makes sense. Yes,
but that's what I was worried about before. Like I was saying, I'm hoping Crusaders run this game. You can see that they have just over a K gold lead now, which is nice. But they
7-11, another great scoreline.
Okay, they're looking at the Pyromancer now. This should be easy for them, but there's a 4-man rotation going straight to that.
As fast as I thought they would.
Cardi's there. That's a secure for them. They should just disengage off of this.
Oh,
they're looking for him fighting mid. That's Cardi ult down. Okay, this should be a disengage here. Oh, they've got the numbers. Cardi ult's still up. It's going down soon, and that's a nice pull onto both Cloud and Adlars. They've got the damage here. They're looking really nice, but Furin ult, that's the scary thing. Don't want to fight in those circles, and that's where Cardi throws out his abilities and kills deleting. As soon as he uses that one, he's a bit of a sitting duck. There's not much you can do there without it much peel. A bit of a waste on the Cardi Aegis, and Azamo just cleaning up that kill. It looks like it's going to be a Crusaders cleanup, hopefully. Adlar's in the back line, Moxie chasing him. Do they turn on him, or do they look at Furin? Looks like they're turning on him. Right. They could turn this into a gold, possibly.
I was about to complain about something that I see a lot in OC, and then they just did it. Like, they just changed halfway through the team file. I was complaining about, the fact that a lot of teams just see a tier in the backline and they just freak out about it. Like, oh, and that's why deleting dies there. It's because he's still fighting and his team is getting zoned by a half HP tier, not using abilities in the backline. And then all of a sudden they go, oh, cool. A good ultimate, good Lawbringer into the back.
Stay on gold. Yes, okay. That is unfortunate that Moxie dies there, but they probably get the kill on Adlers and not much else, I imagine. Oh, Furin Beads being caught out of position a bit there. 2v4.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, they realized that the tier was doing nothing, and then everybody just walked forward and they killed the entirety of Jack Martins. Because that's the thing, is that you have to be really careful playing tier. You have to be really, like, your plays have to be impactful. Otherwise, teams can just walk past you. But it doesn't happen. It doesn't matter when teams just give you the time of day regardless of whatever you're doing.
Looks like Nun and Cardi are looking for this beacon that's about to come up. Unfortunate for the Crusaders that they lost their mid tier 1, because that is a really important tower to have, especially on these beacon fights. I wonder if it would have just been better for them to take that tier 1 and then maybe dance around the gold since Beacon's coming up. It looks like Beacon's going to the Jack Martins, which is unfortunate for Crusaders because they got both Pyro and gold, and then still lost something. But I mean, you know, Pyro gold's still more worth than 1 beacon. They still have a beacon on their hands. Butcherman level 18. That is nuts compared to this Arachne, but Arachne's still chasing it. Butcherman not hitting a lot of autos.
No, he's getting juked by the 3 and the hastened. But yeah, I think Clout really needs to get some levels. Honestly, I think all of them, like, the XP difference isn't actually that bad, but the fact that Bachi Man is level 18 right now is awful. Like, you really don't want to be taking these fights when the Rama is just ripping you to pieces. He does have his Exekins now, so
This does not look nice for the Bachi man here.
Oh,
That's a
good fun.
Furin stun. Cloud's still around, getting body blocked by the minions, but he's chasing him because he got a 3 on
dead.
him. Oh, he does not have any teammates around to help him. There is an Atlas coming, but not much you can really do there. Oh, that's his Aegis
all
for
in.
nothing. And his
It's-
beads. Atlas coming around. Can this turn? No. That
Oh,
is
a
him
lot of
dead.
damage back onto
But
Furin.
Atlas might...
Oh!
If only there was another rotation. This is a 4-man rotation for Jack Martins. For
Fire!
nothing
Pull
up.
fire! Pull fire! Why is Anher in mid?
Nothing happening. Surely they get a mid-tier 1 at least. If they can trade that. Unfortunate that
they
Atlas
can't even.
and Bachi lost his life, but I mean, this isn't the worst thing possible. Pyro's coming up next. They should have maybe set up some wards around it even. Like, there's a lot that they could have done when they just watched that happen and had a
Yeah, I don't
4-man
know.
rotation. Kind of a waste.
I said pull fire, but like it actually wasn't because like there was nobody there. There was just two in mid. It felt like the entirety of Jack Martins was over in left side, and somehow Crusaders were just in base or like they didn't have enough people.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
they just weren't prepared to do anything off of that. And as you can see now, Jack Martins are now straight on that Pyromancer as soon as it spawns. Corruptors Crusaders are nowhere near it because they just aren't prepared for it.
Furin's equal in levels now with Bachiman, which is just awful. I said before, he was 2 levels up.
Now they're going straight to fire.
Yeah, and this is the thing, is that Jack Barnes are actually forcing the issue here, but Crusaders, they're just like, oh cool, we're like 3k up, let's just farm.
Yeah.
And that's fine, you got like a double ADC Atlas comp up and turn this like the whole game, but the Cloud up into the air on the left side doesn't really contribute to much. Nan's getting really poked now.
Yeah, they're all super low. That's an Atlas ult. They could go onto this fire, but deleting getting super low. Atlas going on him, but now he's in actually range, and that's Moxie killing him. Jack Martin secure the Fire Giant though, and they're just going to chase them down. Get Fire Giant off of them.
Body
Moxie
blocked.
getting any resets. Moxie's dead! No, what is happening? Bachiman just up in the ult. Not much going on there. This can go good either way, but it looks like it's going worse for the Corrupted Crusaders. Did they get this kill? No, Furin's just killing them all. Cardi here, dude.
Guys, don't focus on the tier suiciding into the backline, okay? Don't do it. Do it. If you just don't look at him and walk to the backline, whoever was fighting him, the Jack Martins were so low, they'd use so much, Moxie made so much space, and then Tier just somehow did the same thing and died for it. Walk past him, please.
So unfortunate. You can see in the goal difference it going up, down, and now back up to Jack Martins. It's
That's
just
a coin flip too. I guess that's double ADC, yeah? Like no secure.
yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where like I don't know. I feel like it could have gone well for either teammates there, but whether it was miss abilities, miss autos, just unorganized, like what I think the comms were a bit skewed. Some people wanted to do one thing, other people's were doing something completely different. And I think that's the unfortunate thing that's going on with the Crusaders right now is, I mean, like, look, Furin's level 20 now, and Bachiman hasn't even hit it yet. But Bachiman was there,
even
was
in
the
level.
carry. Which they should have been playing around the Rama, who was level 18 like 4 minutes ago. It's 20 now, but like whether you do a lane swap or you just group up, like force it. You need to be proactive there. Otherwise, this is exactly what's going to happen because Jack Martins are just going to force what's going on the map instantly and not play around. And if you're not ready for it, like it's just going to go to crap. It seems like.
Well spoken, man. Well spoken.
Well spoken.
I'm a little confused about the double unupgraded relics from Dagnet. You know, it's kind of sacrilege these days on support.
I think the Frenzy has got the first tier. But yeah, I mean, you get your third item.
No. That's Nan. He also has an upgraded relics.
Oh,
no,
I'm
talking
tripping.
about the sprint shell.
Yeah.
Like those relics are just not good.
You get your first.
Without being upgraded.
You get your first. Your third item, and you're usually upgrading your relics by that point in support.
Yeah.
Mind you, I don't know the role too much, but from what I have seen, that seems to be how you go.
I'm not upgrading double relics at 12, man. If I'm support.
That is.
I'm not,
looking
I
at
don't
a Phoenix
really
push
know.
there.
I don't really like the Sunder tier either, but it's not awful.
No one's matching the
think you just-
Arachnia left, so I mean it's an easy collapse for the Jack Martins if one person pushes up to that tier 2, so kind of just have to leave it, which
I
is
think that
unfortunate.
Crusaders have a great defense with the Hades ult, with the Atlas ult too, and I think that Martins have quite a difficult time getting in because yeah, they can ult thump, but if Crusaders just don't step into the ults, like if Huyi ult is bad, if Pillars is bad, like that's the whole siege. Whereas Crusaders have so much pick potential with the like the Atlas pull. Like chill, you can Ganesh dash, but if you're missing, you're in there, and you know Atlas pull. If it misses, it doesn't matter.
That's a nice peel from the Nan just to get the silence off. And that's for Furinov. I feel like the zone Furinov is what they're looking at to try and get this Phoenix, but deleting, ulting in.
There we go.
Doing lots of damage. Does he have any follow-up? That's Furin dashing away. Looking for some trades going towards the Crusaders, and that's Furin dead it should be. And it's going 1 to 3 here.
That's committed to the Phoenix.
Cloud's got the Phoenix left. How did that happen? That is nuts. And it's
Okay,
just
so-
Cardi alive here, full health,
That's
running
brutal.
away.
So
That
if
is
Cloud doesn't get
unfortunate.
the Phoenix there, exactly what I said was going to happen, happened. They have a bad Huyi ult, like it's just really random, and they just walk away from it. You drop Atlas ult onto the front line, and then they literally just 4 for 0 them. Unfortunately, Cloud, they trade back to Hades, and he gets the Phoenix. It could have been a lot cleaner from Crusaders, but it's like you've got to you have to play smarter around a Phoenix Siege into a comp like this. You can't just be like, okay, guys, let's walk in. Like you're just gonna die.
Yeah. I think, I again, don't know what the comms are like, but
Somehow they got the best Phoenix though. That was ridiculous.
yeah. Hades just, as soon as he rotate, Cloud's on that Phoenix. Got his wave pushed in. There you go. No wards on the side, in the pockets of the Crusaders right now, which is unfortunate. Would have been nice to see some Fire Giant wards set up as it is coming up right now. And
Yeah, good
nobody's
Phoenix
near it.
timing too. Pretty unlucky for Crusaders. I
Unlucky
think
for Crusaders, but yeah, they're just
Gold's
again
still
just
pretty close.
not prepared for what's going on. Like they should be. They've got all wards in their pockets now, so they can D-ward, which is nice, but no wards going up into the
Titans have
aggression
spawned.
side, and they're
Go
just
to right
looking
lane.
to pick up the Fire Giant straight away because
Yep.
again, Crusaders are just not prepared for this, and they're just pulling it immediately. Moxie can
Moxie's been
TP
left
into
lane.
this.
He can TP. He does have it up as well, fully upgraded.
Ganesh
But
ult,
Fire's
Cloud all the way.
burning.
3 ults. They're looking to just like stay on this. There is
This
no
is awkward.
look for fight, but
Walk past the tier, please!
and that's Rama in the air. Jack Martins get the secure though.
God.
That's just a mage diff there. Like not much
Yeah.
you can do. Ram was in the air, could have secured it, but just not enough. I don't know what happened there. Like
They just see the tier in the back right, they're like, ooh!
and the fight's going well for Jack Martins. What's going on here? They're all so low. Crusaders just dying. This is not how this should be going on.
To be honest.
That
that
is
was-
nuts. That is
Okay, let's
absolutely
game.
nuts.
well,
Crusaders
that's
should
pretty
not
right.
be losing that.
Yeah, that was not amazing. I think that like, yeah, the tier thing is really starting to bother me. And then, yeah, I don't really even know what happened. Like, it was a good Atlas pull. I guess they had no ults.
Well, they did. They did at the time. I don't know what happened to Anhar ult, but Ram went up to try and secure it. But unless he just tried to get a kill, I'm not sure.
Sorry, in the fight after.
Oh, in the fight after, yeah. They used all their
I
ults
guess
on fire,
On fire, yeah.
but
and still had Barber
they
ult.
weren't even on fire. So yeah, that's just unfortunate.
They had
And this might even be
Barber
the game here. Like, I mean, 9 seconds. Like, they might just push the mid one, but I mean, damage check. They could do it.
Hey, you
They
may
got
as well.
5 minions in. Like,
No, this is mid.
yeah, they're going for it. I mean,
Barber
Furin ult,
back,
Barber ult,
crazy.
they could just do this. And that looks like game 1 is going to the
Hey.
Jack Martins. That's
Alright,
unfortunate.
I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I have a little talk while we're getting into cards here. We might take a break afterwards, but yeah, I feel like I feel like there's just a lack of organization going on. Like we're not there prepared in those Fire Giants fights from the Crusaders, even though we had that aggression, we had these fights go well, but there's no urgency. We're not getting there fast enough, and then Jack Martins are like, stuff it, like let's just do it, and they do, and somehow the fight ends up going well for them, even though they're like half HP around the fire circles. It's interesting to me, but yeah, obviously the waste of all the ults while not even near people with the Adlers, yeah, Adlers just in the back zoning out pretty much everyone. Just kind of ruined it for the Crusaders. So that's unfortunate. We'll see how game two goes, but yeah, we'll take a little bit of a break in between games. It won't be too long. Wait for Jack to come back from abyss.
Back.
And oh, he's back. All right. Well, I'm fine to run game two straight away. Are you?
I pee quick, all right? I pee quickly.
All right.
I pee efficient.
He's a quick beer. All right. Well, let's run game two. I'm happy to do that.
Hell yeah. All right, yeah. I actually think Crusaders comp was fine. I don't really think the issue was in their comp. So
I
I
think
think the
it's
draft
more so
will
with
be
how they played it.
fine. Yeah, I think you really need to identify, okay, what's our fight at all stages of the game going to look like, and what do we need to do when Furion is under his tower and Bartman is just so mega fed. Just start pulling objectives. Like you've got an objective shred comp. That's what your comp does. You have Atlas double ADC. You can
Yeah.
pick as well, but I don't know. You got to be like you either should be pulling objectives with good wards like really early to be like, okay, are they going to show up? Do they know we're here? Like, and then if they do show up, you leave or you take the fight.
Yeah. And I'm not seeing any sort of like, there's no, like, I'm not seeing a very, very gap in like mechanical diff or anything that's just taking away the Jack
No,
Martin's game
no.
for them. It just seems like Crusaders
Maybe you're
aren't
right.
aren't thinking properly. Like they're not making the right decisions, and they're not on the ball together with each other, which is unfortunate. Like they've had some roster mix-ups and some things to get used to
Yeah.
quite consistently. But
I'll
Marty
consume
coming out from
every
the
last
Crusaders, and
one of them.
depending on where that goes, I mean, we obviously see mid.
And the Rama. Okay.
We see mid going probably better for the Marty in every scenario, being more of that sort of
Oh,
ability character.
he's doing it to
Blanco
him.
first pick, I would
He's
love to
showing
see
him how
that.
it's done. Yeah,
Um,
I don't know
Death comes by
if you needed to ban
night.
both the Barber and the Ganesh in first slot, but I don't dislike it.
Get
I don't
the
think it's
Jacker!
horrible.
Oh,
Interesting picks coming out though. Jablanque Chuck. I'm interested to see though. Like I think
these rosters, do
Bachiman.
we get the sides right? That looks like a Crusaders comp, and the one on
Time
the
to
left looks like a
eat.
Jack Martins comp. What is going on?
Looks right. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
Zongers? Oh, so yeah, that's what I was actually half expecting, that we're looking at the Marty and the ADC land on the Bachi men. I wasn't
free you from your
certain,
demon.
but I think
Sorry
he's
if
like
you die in the process.
pretty happy with that
not,
pick if he
not
can
gonna
get it.
lie.
I mean, if he can
I
keep
would
the Bachi men
love-
alive, like that feels good. Sorry, what'd you say?
So I would love to play Zhong into Chalk. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, I mean, it might be in the solo
The
lane. That's a
only
good
good
point.
part of Chalk's game is his lane because he's hard to kill. And I
Mother
get like
Earth
obviously
is
his
here
ult is
for
not
you.
bad, but his entire kit is useless in team fights. Besides maybe like attack speed slow. But like Zhong is just such a lane bully. He can invade blues and out secure Chalk easily. Like the ult as well. Like if Chalk's using his kit, he's never getting out of Zhong ult. And like Zhong's healing doesn't care about any of Shark's damage. He's out sustaining him. I would be putting Zhong in solo over like I'm not saying Marty ADC. I think Marty ADC is the play, and Zhong mid is still fine. But you see like Xbox Shark and know nothing about the rest of the team, and you're picking Zhong. Like they're just gonna like the rest of the comp is just gonna be super counter pick.
Yeah.
Disco ban is good.
Yes, I think the disco ban is good. I mean, you know your team better than I do. What do you think they're picking out here? I'm surprised no Kali ban yet, but what do you think they're picking out here in the jungle and mid? I'm also mid, I'm interested in.
Discord would have been a good one, and I haven't seen the screenshot, so I don't know what they're gonna pick. But I would say I don't really know about mid. You know what? Cloud can pick. He's gonna pick anything.
Yeah,
He's gonna
there's
pick
the
something
Kali
stupid.
ban.
He picks something ridiculous. He's gonna look for like I don't know. I don't really know. What I'm not gonna say what they would pick. I'm gonna probably talk about what I would say that you should pick. I think if you can have something that doesn't die to Barkasura and has like maybe Thoth is decent here. I know that he cripples the dash, but you've got a lot of range into the Zhong. If you play safe enough, the Barkasura kind of does like get quite hurt in the early game. I was not
Nuwa.
expecting the Nuwa.
I was not
Sure.
expecting
None
that
in
either.
heaven
Yada's
nor
gonna
on
like
earth
that.
can stand before
Um,
me.
I think honestly, I don't know if corrupted Crusaders were thinking about this, but Jack Martin bans out that Kepri, and I think
Mm.
that destroys Like, I think that's a great
deeds
pick
shall be
in how
written in
Corrupted
legend.
Crusaders should be playing, in the
Honestly, I
sense that
Showtime!
they like need to be playing around the Bartman. Like
yeah.
it didn't happen last game when he had a massive lead. If it happens again this game, like they need to play around it. Obviously,
You
Marty a
are
lot safer
finished!
of a god. I mean, no dash, but you got his ult. If that tier one goes away, it's going to be a lot rougher for him. You really need to try and not get that tier one taken on your side of the map. But the Khepri, especially in those team fights, is just such an easy pick for I think how they should be playing. But Maui Zong Marty, like that must be feeling pretty bad for the Jack Mons. But I mean, you look at someone like Terra, knock up immune, um, which is quite nice. So probably won't be looking to catch out the Terra unless something weird's going on. But Nua, no dash. So might be a Nua angle just to sort of camp the mid. Definitely have that sort of mid.
I don't know I don't know who's in the kitchen. I actually do know who's in the kitchen. It's my fucking the guy who makes all our comps. But I get him out. He
Dark
spoiled the
jungle.
food. Shark Jungle Nuwa mid. I'm into Bakasura. I don't know. I'm pretty
That's
sure late game, Bakasura walks up to this shark and the shark dies in 2 autos and he can't do anything.
that is a rough close ranged kind of like mid game though. Like you look at like Chalk silence with his ult and then just Nuar damage. Like that is
Really?
rough,
This is how the team fight
especially
goes.
with a Zhonghui.
Yeah, this is how the team fight goes. Ready? Guan Yu uses a single ability on Nuwa and she uses any of her abilities and Bakasura blink insta kills her.
Mm. Well, that's what we hope to see. But we'll see how this all goes.
Yeah. I think the back it's a weird backline for Corrupted Crusaders too because like, Marty Zhong don't really scream synergy to me. Like they're not bad, but like both of them kind of require different playstyles. The Bakasura Guan is fine, and like the Maui's cool. Maui's good for like for Marty, but I guess it's weird. I think that the Jack Martin's comp is so heavily surrounded around Fear and playing well, and doing a lot because the Nuwa is just I think it's just actually unplayable. I don't know why it's here, but
Yeah.
unless Cloud is literally like 15-0, I feel like the Shark Jungle does nothing. I'm sure Adlaz is gonna play like decently well on the it's good into Barca, it's good into Zhong, it's good into Guan.
I know what the Nua's for. The Nua's for the fantasy league points.
Yeah, that's crazy. You get points for picking a god that was picked yet?
Oh no, just like you usually get top damage.
Oh,
if you
top damage.
Yeah.
right.
I mean, in
You guys pick cooldown with Kronos Pendant and then just on cooldown every 10 seconds.
as Yada likes to say a lot, the people that play Nua and ult on cooldown are the bad Nua players, which is fair because it's a CC immune ult. You're up in the air for ages, enough for your team to come, and you know it's the same as Rum, right? If the person who's going on them is just waiting under until they come down, like your team should just go on them while they're waiting because they are not doing anything while that's happening and they're just open for damage.
There's another really niche thing about Nuwa that like she's not bad, like it's really good for her. Is that a lot of the items, not a lot, I can only think of 2, but I'm sure there's more. Rely on you getting assists, or kills, and the Nuwa ult will always like proc them. So like coin, it's really good to get like last hits on. Or the big one is Deso. If you have Deso and you ult anywhere in the fight at all, then anybody dies, you're getting the Deso passive.
Yeah, that's if you can fit the Deso into the build, which depending on what build she goes, I don't know if you can, because look at the healing on the Corrupted Crusaders side.
It is true. A Divine would be really nice here.
Looking at a bit of both. Nothing too much happening. There's a lot of damage coming out on either side. Could go either way, but I mean, if they're playing smart, they're just going to clear the wave and then...
That'd be mighty early damage with the Bluestone right there. That hurts.
Yeah, they did a lot to Dagnut though.
Yeah, they did, but I think that if they fight and Dagnut just body blocks all the autos, I think Bartman kills. Oh, actually, Furin's full health now. Oh, just a little bit above half, sorry.
Full health.
I saw his HP going up, and then I was expecting it to keep going, and it didn't. I'm
Look
going
at
for
that solo invade. That is...
yeah.
Ah. That is unfortunate, but I mean, we see deleting on the speed buff. They're just yoinking all the jungle. I wonder if anything happens here on Cardi. Nah, just taking the jungle.
Oh, Roxy solo. Oh,
That's
Cloud's walking
unfortunate. They were open to a fairly. Oh, and he yoinks it, and he's walking away there. That's a Mr. Grab's laugh walking away from the Bakasura.
Guys, grab my purple buff, guys.
That's unfortunate that Azimo probably could have called that, and then Barker would have known that, you know, he's not getting rotated back on, could have taken the other backs and then gone to the green, but just safely getting the red, trade for speeds. But I mean, it's pretty even across the map, right? Like, you're putting your aggression in either way, you lose the solo, but you get the purple buff, you lose both speeds. So.
I'd like to see some hardcore, like, fighting Crusaders now.
Wait, they didn't lose the speed buff. Sorry, I think Azimo got it.
Yeah, the back one. Yeah, no, they lost the purple buff. Is what I said.
Oh, Jack Martins did, yeah.
Yeah, Cloud looked for the thing, but he didn't end up going. Yeah, I think that Juan, Barker, Zhonghui level 5, and then also like Maui as well. But like, that is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Just go everywhere. Rome has. Honestly, Rome has 4 people. Like, just I want to see a blue buff invade into a red buff invade into double mids into fighting mid. Like, you have such a good brawl comp right now. What are you gonna do? What are they gonna do? You know?
When
Dark Use is all. Oh, cool. That's one of our ults cancelled out. Next one.
What are we looking at for, like, in a Corrupted Crusaders angle? What are we looking at in these beacon fights? What's the angle that they should be going, do you think?
I think it's still the same. I think that pick style is really good for them. I think Moxie should play back. I don't want to see just an instant one-on swing. Like, I want to see Dagnit pull, like, one or stun into some, like, damage from Bartman. Like, it's like a root from Bartman into more damage from Azimo. Like, you have still a really good pick comp. It's unfortunately what happens when you jump away.
Dagnit just dying. Yeah, that's something I see a lot of supports do without getting punished. Is just walking up to the mid laner, like hitting them while they're just trying to take wave, and just nothing happened. And obviously we see the exact opposite here there, getting a rotate and punishing Dagnit for just doing nothing essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, no, that's what I want to see in these big fights. I want to see like a lot of reliance on the Maui pull. And did you know that you can pull the buff into that, like, into the tower line right there next to the wall, and the tower
Yes, I saw that Fine OK video.
Yeah, it's actually really valuable. I do it like every game now.
Yeah, no, definitely, I can imagine. Looking at a bit of aggression on this Cardi. This should be a kill on him. Has he got his ult up? No, that's a clutch kill there, and that's also Cardi Beads. That is big.
Cardi B?
Cardi B. That's right.
Yeah,
no,
that's kind of what I expect to happen on the new one. Just like, oh hey guys, literally one of her 10 things is down, that like if any of they're down, we insta-kill her. Yeah. Oh look, she's dead.
Ooh, Azimo rotation coming into the left. It's a bit of a Jabake on. We see the Noir coming in too. Do they get the kills? So Noir gets the assist. It does not look... Oh! Big ult on the Cloud. That should be him dead. That is awesome. That is really well played. It should go back to mid. Obviously Cardi was dead, so we're not really missing out on too much mid-wave farm if we're going straight there. They definitely could if deleting comes over. Noah's coming in. They might be just looking to get these left camps and maybe go on this Noah. Noah, no ult. Noah, no beads. Do they get her? Dagnit ult? No, Dagnit doesn't have ult.
Oh, good juking from Cardi there. No, that was just great. He was juking right on the side there, like coming in and out of it, like getting iframes on the invis, like invis frames.
Yeah.
And he guessed the middle, like, unfortunate.
That's what they need to do though right here now. So they've got Cardi B.
Right now?
That's right. Right now, right here. Nah, they got Cardi Beans. They know he doesn't have ult. He should be a sitting duck. If he ever walks up the wave, that should be just a kill. That's what they need to look for here. And that's what they need to look for the beacon fights, I think. They need to look for Cardi Beats because Nua, from what I've been seeing, is just ulting on cooldown. And if that's going to keep happening, there's not going to be any safety if you get Dagnit ulted. Like, what are you going to do? No beads? No ult?
You know what? I think
that's just a pick, and then they win.
Deleting should lose this game because of how he's built. I hate it. People who don't buy their starter first.
Oh, with the order, I do.
Yeah,
hate that as well. Flat on time to the blue buff, deleting quite low. Looking to just get a bit of walk up.
I'm really not a fan of some of the builds. I think Gladshield Guan is so bait. I think Warlock stuff can't be good. He's too.
That's the cardio down.
Oh, look, he's just
Still
getting
low beads,
ran
but-
down, man. 2 levels under on a Jean
Oh, that's
Holy.
no, that's so unfortunate. Barker just doing camps. What's going on here? What's the call?
His ult is up.
No.
Go
man.
in, Bubba, you have ult.
Oh my god. What? Asimo's still alive? Oh my god, does Nan kill him? No, the
No.
slow. Oh my god, does Nan live? Surely not. No.
I would like
he's
to
out,
say
he's
during
out.
that Bartman Solid Furin, again, somehow 2 levels down. Okay, and yeah, Deleting decided after 10 years of his deep slumber that he would wake up and bless his team with an ultimate.
What happened? Did Cloud just not ult until like late?
I don't know.
feel like that
I was
should have been such a
distracted
quick
by
kill.
the solo kill and also the Barkasaur doing mid camps while they fought under a T1 tower with Ulta. Again,
Unfortunate for the no Nuwa kill, but that is crazy.
yeah.
We're seeing a 2k lead for the
Okay, so,
Crusaders.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? The team fight's going excellent. Excellent team fights right now. Alright? Your team fight will continue to get better because I think the chalk is just going to fall off so hard. You need to not lose your lead.
This could be a decent gank. Oh, but Atlas does have ult. Body block?
Oh!
That should be a kill! That is nice.
Perfect. Now do the Bastion and do the tower. That's what I want to see here. I don't know why Muxie's rotating. I guess Blue's up.
Blue's up. They're looking at gold right now, are they? Nah, they're walking away. There's so much up and right now that's just being
There's a
allowed.
tower. Guys, there's a tower. I know that like this whole thing, and I used to be like this a lot. The whole like, oh, I can never take an early tower because what if they freeze the wave? Like, look at all the gold he's losing right now. Just do the tower and do the Bastion. It helps your team.
Well, if that's happening, and there's 2
Big
minutes to
hard
beacon, and
Touch
someone's
of red,
still
yeah.
doing that, that's space round for the deleting. This might be Clap dead. Nah, they're coming in. Oh no, hang on.
One's getting distracted. Nuwa up into the air.
Nuwa
Doesn't do
into the
enough
air.
damage to get the kill.
Did they turn on the Nuwa? Adler's back into the fight. It looks
Oh.
like a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, this is not a great fight.
What? This isn't too bad though. Like they've gotten, I can't see right now, but I'm pretty sure there was a few relics being used there, and beacons up in just over
Yeah.
a minute.
Actually, not just the blink from the chart.
That's unfortunate. That's kind of big though. I mean, there's literally 0 ults, but most of them are probably going to be about to come up by the time that beacon comes up. But yeah, what they should be trying to get the Nuwa beads here. That's what they need to be looking for. Bartman getting the T1 tower very soon. He's getting it down to half health at least. He's zoning Furin with the 1. There is a massive rotation going into left here, and Bartman is playing really far up. He's playing back. He's trying to just kill Furin, which he gets it. Does he get out? Where's his team?
No, he doesn't get out. That was really good pathing by Bartman and really bad pathing from Cloud Fury. Like they split up and he ran into Furin first. If he runs into Cloud first, that's really unfortunate. But yeah, it's crazy that Bartman manages to pull back another one. He's probably close to 2 levels up. Quite an XP diff everywhere except for support right now for Crusaders.
The unfortunate thing is, there wasn't any wards to see that rotation. And if
10
you
seconds.
saw 4 people, or at least made a call if someone in mid saw it or whatever, 4 people going left,
Yeah.
surely
All
you
ults
counter that
are Crusaders
rotation.
right now. This should be a beacon for Crusaders. Actually, you know what?
No, it doesn't look like it. It again doesn't. It looks like there was a distraction.
Doing wave.
And no, not even. Just with the grouping. Big! This is what we want to see. Can't see what's going on there, but we see Cardi dying, which is the first pick that is ideal for their team fight. Clark getting run down by the Barkasaur, and we're looking at the beacon fight going for them, and that's exactly what you want to see. You need that Dagnant ult to just go huge and then just dead. That's how you win that. And they might look at even a gold here, but Jablanco taking that left tower, which is going to be rough on the Marty because then they can put heaps of pressure onto that Marty. Are they looking at? They're looking at a mid tower here, which is good. Their solo lane is going back to solo when Golf Fury is just up. It's a nice kill onto
This,
Nan,
this
but
needs to be a gold fury, please, guys.
what's being pushed here?
Please,
There's nothing.
please go gold.
The tier 1 tower maybe in left that Bachiman might get. But this distraction again.
I hate it. I'm so mad.
It keeps happening. Like, I don't know what was the thought process to just split back up. Like, I think the mid tier 1 was good, but you absolutely had that time to go onto the Gold Fury straight away. And as you see, now Jack Martins are just on it straight away because they kind of expect the Crusaders to be there. But now Bachiman just wasting ult and probably dying here because it's just him around.
There you
The
go.
team is nowhere to be seen.
I mean, he did so much damage to them. They got 2 ults for that. It's not bad. They're still not near gold.
No, there's nothing else up on the map, and I mean, to be fair, Jack Martin's just
we
kind
had
of
to do the right jungle first. Okay, we needed to do red and the mid and the backs. Okay, they were important. Now we split oracles for it. And we're in a not a great position.
and now they're hitting it without their ADC. There is a quite clear disorganization going on.
Yeah, there is.
From it's not just one person either.
No, definitely not. I agree. I think that yeah, there seems to maybe not disorganization, but an issue of like what's actually important. Like Asimo's here by himself now, forcing the ult out, forces it so easily.
Well, it's like, what's the plan? What should we be doing? Where can we push our lead? Like, at least if the call is to default back, take your win, like, why are we dying? Why are we pushed up and dying still? Like, there's just nothing clear cut going on.
That was such a power play advantage for Crusaders. They had so much advantage after that fight, after the beacon fight. It was so clearly mid tower gold fury reset for like just farming, or reset for whatever, a T1 in something else, and they for some reason just didn't do it.
Easy Pyromancer coming out for the Crusaders. That's good to see. Betting out the blink and
How is this happening?
The Gold Fury coming out from the Jack Martin. What? That's the Marty playing up really far, not getting that, unfortunately, but the wraparound is looking really good. Looking for a 4-man fight onto the Jack Martins, but looking like they're going to be able to disengage quite well. It's a Gold Fury. It's just a trade, really. 2.5k up on the Crusaders, and they're looking for a bit of... Oh! That was a nice 2 from Cloud to avoid that Dagman ult. Not sure if it was on purpose or not, but good nonetheless. We're just seeing a bit of a fight going out, maybe going for tier 2 tower here. Don't know how much I like this. We're still quite weak. This isn't going to go well for us. And that's 0 for 2. Crusaders, like, doing these plays that...
Yeah, that was... I don't know why you're still fighting.
Well, it's like... It looks good as the engage.
Also, by the way, no Guan ult, no Barker ult. Just FYI.
Yeah. But even aside from that, it's like there should be the realization that we're probably not getting this full health tier 2 right now.
Yeah,
They've got 4 people defending it, like, and they're just going to clear wave. But then they're diving tower, taking so much damage, and now the aggression that they once had is now lost. Like, it's unfortunate because they had that aggression and they could turn that into... Like, there is no wards up on Fire Giant right now. It is 17 minutes into the game, but, like, if you have wards up around the map and you catch people out, like, you've got a Bakasura and, I mean, you don't have much objective burn. That is the rough thing, actually. Marty is nothing.
And they have a really strong engage with Maui. Like, really, they should just be, like, looking in the jungle, quite grouped, or, like, you know, like behind a fire rock, or even have like one person start fire, like maybe the Guan Yu because of healing, and then just pull somebody and like just do it. Just like kit him. Maybe don't just dump like 6 ult onto one person because they're probably not going to die.
Yeah, but just grouping and making those plays. But it seems to be the weird opposite where we're seeing that suddenly we have the aggression rather than making the aggression.
Yeah. Like,
a-
oh, we're actually winning this fight. Wow, that's crazy.
And then the disengage on the Jack Martins is just better, and then the turnaround play is even better because the Crusaders are just pushing way too far up.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate to see. But Beacon's coming up next, as opposed to any objectives. We should be seeing a group around that very soon, or at
Ward
least
game is
some wards. But this is
really
another thing.
fun.
Ward game is still weak, like really weak.
Yeah, and
Some
they're
high
not
ward drop now. That's quite good.
gripped again. They're not gripped again.
Just
So you gotta. That should have been a TP to mid from the Guan. They didn't somehow. All they got was Bachi ult, so that's really lucky that they didn't die there.
yeah, still quite healthy, but obviously Marty ult is huge to have, and we're looking at a
they
fight
should
here. It's
trade ult.
almost up.
Good pull.
Nice pull onto the ADC there, onto Cardi, rather. Lure ult up into the air, and not much going on, but we see a massive Maui ult, Maui 3, good stun. Moxie getting the kill onto Furin, and this is a cleanup for Crusaders. It's going so well for them when they're grouped and they're organized, but when they push too far up, there's nothing happening. This looks great.
Straight to fire, thank you. So that fight was just so split from Martins. Like, Guan just gets to free cast ult Furin, and there's nothing he can do. Don't know where the Nuar was. Shark's trying to do his best, but like the fight was so split. Like, Achilles doesn't really do anything this game. It's just, actually he's gonna try to steal this. You should just have easy steal with Zhonghui 1-2. That's like 1500 damage.
Out in the front. Look at
They
the stun.
both tilted.
Marty getting poked out
Oh!
and steal it. That is nuts.
Bro, what is it?
Atlas still dies, but that is so unfortunate.
Oh, that is so criminal. I have no idea what is going on this game. Crusaders have like the best fight they've had all set.
And now look at the split fight. There's two of their tanks playing up into 3 people, and both their backline are in the back. Now it's coming onto a decent fight. This might be Jack Martins pushing too far up, if we can see some decent damage coming up. Nan dashing in. Now Dak is caught out. And Cloud's in, doing massive damage, but he's getting turned on and he's just gonna die. Do they chase this? Do they do more? They definitely can. Furin dying. They could look for a tier 2 tower. Wave pushing up. This is looking great for them.
Big misplay from both teams. I think that Crusaders chasing is good, but the split was bad. And
ooh, lots of damage onto that barman, and he's staying.
He saw it.
And Nan can just kill him. And he has his ult back? That is nuts.
He's dead.
And that's just Nan dead.
Is
Maybe?
it? Is it?
Yeah, surely. What is going on here?
This is still going.
Atlas is back. And they're getting trade kills. What is going on?
Well, that's fire gone, so...
Oh my god. Holy crap. That's nuts. Like, I feel like that fight, like great that it went well for Crusaders, but it was luck. Like,
yeah,
it was really luck.
If they don't, if Martins don't have a massive ego and just walk away with fire on 4 people, like
massive win.
That's every tower gone. It's a
Massive
21
win.
fire giant.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh boy. Well.
Yeah, I don't really know how that happened. I don't really know how they. I don't know who stole fire, but that's pretty brutal. I feel like
I'm gonna give it to the. I have a feeling it was a Chark one.
Okay.
I have a feeling that's probably what stole it.
Okay. Well, Cloud, I guess. Big ups.
Big ups to the Chark Clout one. Why that still.
Yeah, shout out.
That we think happened. Yeah. Anyways, nice goal for your call. Recognizing that no one's near for that, it should be easy for them. But yeah, I mean, we obviously see why the Marty is usually played in the mid lane, like or at least with double ADC, if you're going to be playing it in the ADC role. It's just that the objective burn is so rough. But the Maui's feeling great with this team comp. Like, it's really setting up for that. And that's really what they need to do. As if they're playing really far up, this is not looking well for them, and he has no disengage. And that's Furin getting that kill. Yeah, that just was not needed. That is unlucky.
Yeah,
He's playing really far up. He's probably going to get his ult pulled out. Oh no, he's fine. Or maybe not. No, that's his ult.
Going in.
They're just they're just wasting things for no reason, and that's the tier 1 gone. Yep,
Really
that's
Crusaders right now, somehow still down in gold, really just uncomfortable, and they're crumbling a little bit.
yeah. It's just like they're not grouping properly. Jack Martin's now 5 pushing towers like they should be.
They didn't even have fire.
Yeah, yeah, and they're playing 2 up, no wards onto mid camps, and trying to fight it. Like, why are they looking to fight that? As soon as you see that, you should turn. You got no vision. And that's just Fury killing Dagner. They're trying to make the fight, but they're just going to turn and kill them, and that should be a tier 2 tower very soon. Like, very textbook. It's not much crazy going on here other than just... Oh, okay, hang on. This is getting really maybe a bit too aggressive here from the Jack Martins, but if they can get that tier 2 tower and walk away, they're feeling good, but no, they don't get that. Moxie's got his ult back. That's on the tier 2, and he might die here. Oh, that's a miss on Azimo. That is unfortunate. He should still die, but after a fair bit.
Well, nothing really. Oh, they did. No, they didn't get the T2. So they're definitely going to fall here. Very hard reset play from both teams. I think both teams need to step back and just go, all right, what are we doing? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, assess what's going on. They've got downtime now. They should be getting wards up.
Fire's up soon, sorry, but...
Yeah, we see, look how many wards the Jack Martins have compared to how many wards the Crusaders have. Crusaders should be filled to the brink with wards and should be looking to get around the Fire Giant early, because then they can back for more sentries if they need to. But they're just splitting farm. I mean, they're so far behind in farm.
The mental spot that you're in this position from Crusaders is so funny because you just lost the last fire after like going 4 for 1 or something.
Yeah.
It's so rough.
There's been, like, look at the levels here. Like, we see some 20s, some 19s, but it's almost 25 minutes. There's been a lot of shit fighting going on that's kind of caused that.
Furin saw Bartman do a build and was like, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
He did it.
Dagner playing up by himself for no reason, but Adler's just gonna solo that beacon. No contention at all. And they're playing around this fire, but I mean, like, it's smart. Adler should be doing that because Crusaders can't pull that Fire Giant.
No.
And like, Jack Martins aren't going to foreman it. That's getting killed a little bit out. I have to waste
That's
his ult.
ult. That's Expo ult.
Yeah.
Attack, regroup, heal up with Guan heal.
And Cloud ult. And the Chark.
Oh yeah, true. Alright, you're in a great position. You're in a great position. Get some healing going, and then make a play.
This Pyro is perfect for them. They need to get a good fight around this Pyro because it's way easier to kill, so that is unfortunate. And Dagner's playing so far up. Look where Dagner is. Oh wait. Oh, I got confused. Never mind. There's one. It's not Dagner. Yeah.
Barkisura dying with no ult getting off there. So much damage onto him. This fight is going so badly for Crusaders. I didn't actually. It's still only a two for 1.
It's so weird. Like, yeah, it's just like it's even.
I think Barkisura ult not going off there is such a huge part of that fight.
Yeah.
They can't do anything. Like, it's just a 50-50 fight now. Maybe they get... I would still be walking back in. Oh, Bartman is just...
Oh my, how is he there? What is going on? He doesn't have ult. He surely will not kill anyone.
So early.
Wait, this is a good fight. I did not realize the song has still stayed. This is a great fight for them.
Yeah, that was good.
That is amazing. That is really smart.
Bartman missed every single ability on a stationary target, but...
That's so good that the song stayed there. That would have gone so bad otherwise.
Yeah, that was a really good play from them.
It's still rough though, because they can't really do... Sorry.
I was gonna say, I just think you should go gold.
Yeah, well, that's what I was actually... I was going to say the same thing. Like, there's not much that the Crusaders can do around this Fire Giant in terms of trying to pull it. They don't have enough damage for it. Like, they could try bait it, but, I mean, if Jack Martins have recognized it, like, they're not going to go in on that fight because... What? Like, there's little to no burn on that Fire Giant, but looking like they're going for it anyways. I mean, Bakastora still has damage. That's a lot more than I actually would have thought.
The problem is that they do jump clear in midway, or they will in a second. Atlas is just TP behind. Nuwa ult out for vision.
That's a Marty ult up. Still trying to go on this fire.
Okay, nice.
And that's Corrupted Crusaders getting it. going to kill the tanks here as well, and that's looking great for them. They've got their Titan pushing up and right. That's great for them. This is looking really prominent for them to just push down right lane. Obviously not the best Phoenix, but it's going to be an easy Phoenix for them. It looks like.
I really like the barman ult there. He simultaneously like did the most damage he could to the Fire Giant while taking himself out of the fight away from Atlas.
Absolutely, yeah. No, that was a good ult. We're looking to push into this Phoenix. It should be a fairly easy Phoenix for them. Hopefully not take too much damage.
Defense. Cloud now just coming back. Phoenix has been destroyed. Good play from Crusaders. Really nice position to be in. They should be able to get all the towers and be about 10,000 up after Gold Fury as well. So it's a very good spot to be in. And they still do have 2 bombs actually. This is still another Phoenix.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they got their wave push up in mid, so they probably look for the mid Phoenix if anything as well. Bit of a numbers advantage until right now, but no, it looks like they're going to strip the towers away. Or no, they're just going straight to gold.
I still think, like, because Fire's longer now, yeah, you could probably reset with all the gold you just got and push left and try to look for like a split mid, like, because you got Bakasura in mid. No, you can do like a 2-3 or a 4-1.
Yeah, backspend their gold. It's probably the best play to go.
Yeah, what here? That's pretty brutal, but yeah. I think, yeah, backspend the gold, push up the waves.
Looking to look like some lazy backs. Dagna might be caught. He's having to get away, but there's a lot of CC and slows going on for him.
He does the route. I think he's good.
And that's fine, yeah.
The E stuff, Soul Reaver, on the newer ult, that did so much damage.
Yeah, that was such a hard group as well for Jack Martins. They almost caught him out, but he ended up being safe. And now they're grouped around the left tower, which is good. No one defending the right fire minions though, so that's kind of rough. But Bakasura going into the right jungle to just
speed buff,
chomp up some stuff while his team go into left.
That's really funny. That's really good. Actually, Buren's also going 1 crit out of them too. I gotta say, I really like the Guan build. I am other than the Glad Shield, I don't really like Glad Shield Guan. I think it's a bait, but I do really like the build. Yeah, the Adler's build is quite good too. The Shark build's so funny. That's actually hilarious.
Not a lot of anti-heal at all coming out for the Jack Martin.
No, they've got a Divine.
Divine is just not enough. They have Zongqi, and I mean the Guan on its own, right? Like that is just an amazing.
He's ulting early.
Oh, and that might be Fear and Dead.
Oh.
They're looking into the fight. The Shark ult's in. They really want to get this tier 2 tower. Smarty ults in, an amazing ult onto the Nard. Do they get him? No, they don't. They're looking to just hopefully get this tier 2 tower. Not enough chase potential, but they're going to look for the Phoenix possibly. But
Moxie has his TP, so he's definitely going to TP back in. And they still do have double bomb. Waves are going in right, and no ADC is pretty brutal. If you're Moxie here, if I'm Moxie, sorry, I'm going straight in.
Yeah.
Run it down, because the only thing I'm worried about is ADC, and he's not here.
Half health on the Dagna, and they're going into Phoenix. Here we go. Dagna jumping in, getting a stun on the party, and this is looking like a good fight for them, but they're being split. They're going to mid tower, Phoenix. They're looking to the Adlers. Why are they so distracted? They're trying to just catch him out while deleting is just running away. Do they catch him out? The whole, except for Furin, the whole of the Jack Martins is left alive. They got that left Phoenix, which is feeling really nice for them. Do they keep going for the mid Phoenix, or do they set up for the next Fire Giant? It will be EFG. Looks like they're trying to get a little bit of damage, but I don't know if there's much they can do. It's a 5v5 right now. Dagnat on half health. Looking like they're disengaged. They might just go to Pyro. Get that Pyro bomb is really, really worth it. 2 Phoenixes down. It's looking amazing for them right now.
Still, I actually think from full health, Bakasura, if he had ulted, he wins the fight against Achilles. I don't really know why he decided to not hit him at all. And he just ran instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think honestly, if he just turns ults and then sits in his ult, like you're not gonna kill him. The autos aren't going off. Like they're just gonna be hitting the minions instead. You've got crit. You got a Deathbringer now. You got the true damage in your 3. You are absolutely killing that Achilles there. I would have liked to have seen that instead.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do have an arc actually coming out from. Oh no, that's Dagnat's arc. I don't know why he has arc. Error ult, I guess.
Golden hand. 1200 on the Adlers. Can you get anything with that? Can't see. Anyways, looking to play up with this Marty bush. That was the tech. You can get that push really, really close to the wall just to have the corner to barely see it and still be invisible. That is the Mighty Tech that I've been seeing a lot, but they're group 5 here, looking for a fight. This is exactly what they should be doing. This is what they should have been doing like 15 minutes ago as well. But this is good. Falling back to the Fire Giant though. Jack Martin's playing it safe. Trying to get a little bit of poke out. Marty throwing his one over.
They're actually playing the fight correctly this time.
Absolutely. Atlas and left. Will they be looking to get something? They're back on fire. It's split right now. What is the call?
This is not bad. I think that you can't let the fire get too low though. Atlas is just TP'd in. Maui
Moxie's
down.
off. There's no tank taking the Fire Giant. It's so low right now. And Jack Martins has gotten the
they
fire.
failed
Man needs to opt to get out of this. That's a big Aegis. They're trying to turn the fight. This might go okay, but it looks like Jack Martins are just running this around. Atlas is going to just live here, deleting having to run away. Cloud's going to chase him, but Moxie picks up the kill on the Furin. That's not looking too bad, but and having to back, looking to run it down a little bit. Cardi GG, taking a lot of damage. Azmo having to Aegis. Do they get that kill onto Cardi? That's Cardi's Aegis down, and it's probably looking like Kawan's going to die. Oh, so close, and he might just run away with his life. Not looking to kill this Azmo. Azmo gotten the stun off, but that is just a kill. 5 minions on the side of the left onto Jack Martin's Titan. They probably could have just played that slower.
It probably should have just got off fire.
Yeah. Well, what is
They like burned it down to 1 HP and they're like, oh cool, thanks guys, we'll take this now.
The comms there are so confusing because Moxie goes up to do what? And he loses the tank of the Fire Giant, drops it to the carries.
Yeah.
They take heaps of damage, assumingly. And now it's just the carries on their own as they're being dove.
Yeah, what they needed is one person to say, here's who we're going on. Because I think what happened is Bakasura was on somebody, Maui pulled somebody else, and then Guan altered Furin.
Why isn't the Guan the one zoning so that Dagnit can just peel?
I actually think that they didn't dive. I think that Dagnit looking for a pull up is fine because Guan doesn't have any like.
I meant to say zone. What did I say? I don't know.
Yeah, no, Dagnit zoning is like correct in my opinion.
Okay. Still though, like there is no peel from the Guan. I mean, he ran up to a fight anyways, as opposed to
honestly,
helping.
It should have just been barman insta ult, Asmo walk forward and ult, and Aegis.
Looking for a bit of a fight here. Jack Martins does have EFG right now, so this fight outside of a tower and Phoenix is going really far out. This is not going to look good for Corrupted Crusaders if they continue this. Everyone's full health right now, but we're seeing a lot of poke onto the Adlers. Cardi already used ult. This is looking okay for Crusaders. A lot of damage coming out, and a massive ult from Dagnit. Do they kill here? This is an Azamo kill. They're looking to chase this down. This is looking amazing for them. I don't know how this is going so bad when they have EFG. Deleting, having to run away a little bit. Cloud's just chasing him, and it's looking very split now. And it's just the split brain mentality now. They're looking at one thing, other people are pathing another, and they're going to kill Nan here, it looks like. Hopefully. Cloud getting run down.
Split up there.
And there's
oh, he blinked out. Okay, I think he's probably out.
And that's just
I
can hard group here and get something done.
Is really rough in that fight.
Sure, they're looking to like they're going to go for the mid Phoenix. They've got their fire waves because their mid Phoenix is already down. So having to match that will be feeling quite nice.
No, they split and got a Phoenix that fight. Furin was mid.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's not too bad for them. But the fight went really bad. I feel like it just works better if they're grouped.
I don't really like that one.
Yeah, especially with EFG. They just always win that fight, but it looks like they're getting a decent kill onto the Asmo here, but no, it was a turn. Deleting's killed Cloud, and Dagnus killed Atlas, and that's a free Phoenix into mid lane. That might be game. It's just Cardi and Furin coming up. 22 seconds on the Nan. They're going to damage check. They're going to try and get this Phoenix, this Titan rather. They've got a lot of damage with all their characters up, all their gods. Half health on the Titan. Oh, they're getting poked out a lot. This might actually be looking quite bad. Cardi killing Moxie and Fury killing Bachi, man. This is not looking good for them. Not quite enough damage on the Titan.
Quadra kill for Cardi, GG. Oh my god. Fury stealing the Penta away.
55 seconds onto the next respawn timer, and Furin trolling his teammate. His returned teammate as well.
They see the value of the Noir finally. Wait till Titan at 37 minutes and get a quadra kill.
Phoenix pop, the sprint popping out from Nun, going straight down to Titan. And that is game 2 and match set for the Jack Martins, it looks like they will not be alive in time. Gonna have Nan tanking that Titan, but Cardi getting a little bit of damage taken to him. But that should be game.
Why is he TPing? The TP!
Yeah.
I thought it was Moxie.
No.
Okay,
And that's game for the Jack Martins. 2-0. A really interesting set. A really interesting set to watch. 38-minute game. It went for quite a while.
That was a long game, that one
That was a long game, but a Jack Martin victory. Looking good for them. And I think that puts them in a fairly decent seeding for the finals. Is that there's one more game before final
I'm
set,
playing you, baby. Tomorrow.
True. Tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah, you just watched all of our strats. Botman 10-3, deleting 7-3. They should have won that game. I'm not gonna lie. I think.
Do we have an MVP vote? I don't have the stream up. Is that what? Have we got that coming up?
I don't know. I have no idea. Do we?
Any MVPs? I don't know
Botman.
how that works.
That's not up to us. So if we can, we can. If we don't, that's whatever. But yeah, that was an interesting set. That was.
Who do you think the MVP goes to those games?
The fire giant getting
The
stolen.
fire giant. The fire giant
getting stolen multiple times in the set.
We'll either give it to the Cardi for the quadra kill or give it to Adler's the sub. Zoning out on that tier. Like, we can't forget that first game. Like, wasn't the smartest play from the Crusaders, but he did do a lot of work there. Cloud on the Arachne. Could give it to anyone, really. Give it to Bachi Man, even though they lost.
True. Actually, no. Vote Jack Martin. Vote Jack Martin.
Vote Jack Martin.
I'll get interviewed.
Jack Martin, I'll interview you.
Yeah.
Getting a sippy. It looks like it's 1 for Clout and 4 for Jack Martin on the MVP right now.
That's me on Clout. All right. Well, that was a game.
That's some good sets. It was fun to watch. It was fun to commentate.
Yeah. All right. Oh, here we go. All right. So, can I get a full screen of that, please? Is that possible? I can't really see.
I've got it up on the Twitch stream anyways. So, looks like so that's that's the end of week 6 now. So
I have it on the thing. So, all right. Let me have a look. Week 6 is now over. So we have one more week left.
Jack Martin MVP. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Look out.
Okay.
I think next we got last week I'm not sure. I don't really know what the standings are right now and if this last week has any standing implications for finals. Oh, thank you.
I think it does.
Let me just wait for it to tick over into.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. Okay.
I think that still needs to be updated though for your game and Crusaders.
Okay, so is it just so Pi stays first no matter what? Priority Finance just added a loss, so they're at 50% now for win. So they are.
Huh?
Priority Finance just added a loss to theirs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so actually, no, it should be 6 games for everybody. So this hasn't been updated for this last week. So I don't know where Married Man and Crimson Knight stand because I didn't watch those games because I was not in the country. I don't know who they played. So
we played each other.
Oh, who won?
Married. It was a 2-1.
Okay, so and then Threats played Bomber, yeah.
Did they? That was last. I think that was streamed before us. Oh no, Threats played. Oh no, Pi played BGS. So yeah, Threats played Bomber. Yeah.
So Threats. It'll be 5-1 for Threats, 0-6 for Bomber. So it's 4-2, and you're 3-3. So you're tied with Gravity now. So it's 1, 2, 3. You guys are tied 4, 4, 4, and 5 tied. My team is 6. So Is it possible for Crusaders to knock Martins out of 6th position? So they are now 1-5, and we are 2-4.
They might. I mean, if they win their last set, they
Yeah,
could.
if they win and we lose, they tie. I don't know what happens then. Do we have a playoff game?
We'd have to ask the admins.
Well, that's interesting. So I guess that's
I
you know.
wonder. There's some typings. Is there anything?
So can we go back to the finals bracket now? Or do you have that? Oh yeah, no, that's the one I wanted to. I didn't want finals bracket. So Crusaders against Pi and we're against Knights. All right. Well, unfortunately, Crusaders have to beat the undefeated team to make that scenario possible.
That is rough.
But I believe.
I'm keen to see the Threats versus Married Men game because
Yeah, that will be good. Second and third playing off against each other.
very similar to what the finals were last season.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, that is going to be very nice, very cool to see. And then we're jumping into finals. I'm not sure if we have a week break. I would hopefully
I
be
think
saying
we're
we
running
don't.
it straight into it.
Yeah, I would be hoping that we do not have a week break at all. It just kills it when it happens.
Hell yeah! All right. Well, I think tonight
I
went pretty
see-
well.
Looking for something. I see you looking for something here.
Keen to see how these end up, and for
Yeah.
finals that are coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Hell yeah!
Thank you for joining me, Nukesel.
That's all good, my brother.
Nuxel.
Nuxel. I think that's us, and our lovely, amazing
I think he looks
stream
everywhere.
organizer, Mr. Redacted. Thank you very much for doing
Sitting here
all
through
that,
both sets and not saying a
listening
single
to our
word.
antics. So
Yeah.
I'll leave it to him if he wants to raid or anyone. But that's us wrapped up.
Yeah, thank you guys. We will
Hell
see
yeah.
you next games.
Goodbye.